Thank you so much for joining our team at the Kenyan Wall Street today.
Thank you so much for having me.
So tell us a little bit about Fluent Ventures.
Hey, my name is Alex Lazarow. I'm the managing partner of Fluent Ventures. Our belief is the world's biggest ideas and biggest challenges are global, but those that will solve those challenges will be local businesses. And so what we do is we invest in categories, business models with proven unit economics that have scaled somewhere on the planet. And then we systematically try to understand the world and invest in 2 or 3 other companies. We're backed by 50 unicorn founders, tech luminaries, GPs around the world, and invest systematically globally.
Okay, are there any particular subsectors or industries that you're watching closely nowadays?
We mostly invest in categories that have local regional network effects, that have operational complexity, that are regulated. And for us, that means fintech, health, and e-commerce principally.
Okay, and are there any specific geographies that you work in, or are you global?
We are global, but think of it as 80-20. We're spending 80% of our time in many of the ecosystems that respond, many of the unicorns around the world. A lot of that is in emerging markets. We spend a lot of time in LATAM, Southeast Asia, the Middle East, Africa, but also, of course, in North America as well.
And what are you hoping to get out of your time here at the Kaufman Fellows Summit this week?
So it's really exciting to be back here. I've obviously been to Kenya and the broader continent many times for work. But it's exciting to me that in the 15 or so years that the summit has been happening, this is the first one here. And it's a nice opportunity to be back, to get a chance to reconnect with the ecosystem, but also share the experience with a number of fellows. And so it's been a really fun experience from that vantage point.
For your fellows who have never been to Africa before or explored this ecosystem, what do you hope for them to get out of this experience?
I think what's changed in tech is it used to be that the best ideas came from Silicon Valley and propagated around the world. Today, the best ideas come from anywhere and scale everywhere. And I think Kenya is a really good example of that. The first mobile money platform to reach scale was launched here. It's M-Pesa. Everyone knows that story. What I think is underappreciated is how many today mobile money operators exist all over the emerging markets, in LATAM, across Africa, Southeast Asia, South Asia, etc. And what's happened here is not just an inspiration, but kind of the start of a movement. And on top of that, a number of startups have been building on the stack. And so I think it's an appreciation of, one, the fact that ideas are coming from everywhere, inspiration is coming from everywhere, and these ideas get better as people iterate on it.
Okay. And one quick personal question for you. When you were first starting your career, what did you spend your first paycheck on?
What did I spend my first paycheck on? Probably travel. I've had the good fortune, but it's also a big passion of mine to explore and see new cultures and see new countries.
Invest in experiences and memories, right?
Exactly, I like that.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time today.
I really enjoyed the conversation.